Morning, 11:33 British Standard Time, BST. Yeah, going back to the old school terminology, because why not? Let's give credit to the great Brits of yesteryear, because when Britain created British Standard Time, they actually gifted the world many things. Oh yes, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, the locomotive engine, uh, steam engines, right? Um, we have many polymaths. Many polymaths used to come from Britain. Herschel, I think, is one of them. I forget his first name, but Herschel, polymaths. Um, Joe Priestley, I know a bit about chemistry history. He discovered O2, the O2 molecule, back in the 1700s, I believe, early 1800s, if that. Humphrey Davy, the safety lamp. Yes, he gave you light so you could work when the sun went down. We invented the railways. Stevenson, I believe, the turbojet engine. Whittle, I'm into automotive stuff and jets and stuff. I like that kind of history. Yeah, Whittle. I think Frank Whittle. Obviously, during the World Wars, created a lot of new technologies. The bouncing bomb when we defeated the Germans. Yes, yes. And one you didn't know. I bet you didn't know. Tim Berners-Lee. I found this out the other day. Basically, he kind of invented an internet, or was an early adopter. It wasn't Al Gore. It wasn't Al Gore. I think Tim Berners-Lee. I think he created the HTTP client, right? HTTP, isn't that the backbone of the internet? I think he's on the create the foundation as well, World Wide Web Foundation, W3. Yeah. Respect the Brits. We've given you a lot. So 11:35 British Standard Time. Why not? Then don't forget all the brilliant cars we've given you: Rolls Royce, Aston Martin, Lotus, McLarens. The list goes on. Great engineering talent. But where are our modern day companies that run the world? They're gone. They're gone. They've either been bought out. There's real lack of education and promotion of education and engineering in British school system. Inventing, fixing problems. Isn't that what life was about? Identifying problems, fixing problems, and leaving behind a better world. You know, the kids should be doing a lot more engineering. It should be fun. It should be fun. Making little projects, solving little problems. When you solve little problems, your brain gets activated into thinking about bigger problems and tackling those, right? Engineering. What is computer science? What is coding? It's a form of engineering. So, yeah, where is our young talent? Why aren't they being pushed in that route? I don't know. Yeah, but let's talk about Godcoin. Godcoin. Let's minimize and maximize our data field. So what did I draw last night? I was talking about this pattern, right? I was talking about this inverse head and shoulders. And look at this to the T. I literally just pull this open. So, respecting lines is good. Gives clarity and validation to these targets. T1, 60,400. T2, 63,518. T3, 70,000 roughly. And this is what we want to see. Godcoin taking a leadership role. Legacy finance, they still blow my mind. You guys worship them as gods still, financial gurus. This morning I was like brewing my coffee and taking care of a couple of things, and had a podcast playing in the background. And there was this Wall Street dude, New Yorker. These New Yorkers like to give it large, don't they? Give it some attitude. And he was now boasting, "Hey, I run $2 billion in AUM and la-di-da. Got 500 family offices entrusting capital to me," promoting himself, being a big time Charlie, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I own some crypto, but let's talk about 60-40 portfolio splits and all this tired old mantras in it." And he was talking about Bitcoin a little bit, and like how it's 60,000 and has no intrinsic value and la di da di da on drones. I just turned him off for a while, just because the guys are like absolutely ridiculous. I'm kind of convinced now that people in crypto have the biggest brains. They work harder. We work 7 days a week. We work day and night. The leaders in the crypto, compared to the old school legacy people who just work basically part-time. 40 hours a week is part-time in my book, right? Weekends off is part-time in my book, right? So people in crypto are super smart. Didn't just get lucky, right? You're going to hear that a lot when Bitcoin crosses 100k and higher. You want to hear, "Oh yeah, you're in the right time, right place, just got lucky." Yeah. Be prepared. Be prepared for that. It's coming. So we're always talking about 60-40 splits. He's talking about commodities cycle. He did make one interesting point. One quite interesting point. Like during the zeros, the aughties, the noughties, right? And how basically, we had two crashes. Obviously, TechWreck, GFC, and how stocks basically were flat for the year or decade, essentially. You got crushed, you got shaken out, you got fudded out, you got the volatilities scared you out, and commodities, went on a super cycle. That was only 4. I think it was curtailed, but for 5 years they were outperforming gold, oil, copper, etc., because there's all China build out. China entered the World Trade Organization under Clinton, I think. He gave him that special status because he was told to give him that special status, right? And so basically saying, commodities were fantastic for the 2000s, and this is what Wall Street did. You kind of give a little insight of how they work. They looked at the past returns, and now commodities outperformed stocks, and then they went about selling those past returns to new investors for this decade. The previous decade we just exited, right? Commodities sucked ass. I can't say swear words. Someone training view, so I didn't say a swear word. But yeah, commodities were terrible, underperformed the entire decade, right? Gold can't even beat cash. In the era of QE to infinity and beyond, gold can't even beat cash. So there you have it. Wall Street looks at past returns and then goes about selling those returns to new lots of investors who didn't do well, did they? Didn't do too well. Let me take a swig of coffee. So, and this is I want to highlight this guy who runs $2 billion in capital. Then went on to say, Bitcoin, what is the value? I don't see it. He said he owns some crypto because it's going up, but he says he doesn't know the inherent value. There is no inherent value. He actually said there's no inherent value of Bitcoin. Wow, he's running $2 billion and he still hasn't done research on what Bitcoin is. He says Bitcoin doesn't make money. He was comparing Bitcoin to a REIT. I've talked about REITs annually, and how he would rather own a REIT than Bitcoin because a REIT gives him income, and commercial real estate can adjust their rental prices according to how bad the dollar gets destroyed, right? Uh, he says Bitcoin can't change, couldn't give a return on investment to his investors. Well, does he know what Bitcoin mining is? But Bitcoin mining, excuse me. When somebody gets 6.25 BTC as income, that is what? 6 times 58. Let me do the math. 120, 180, 360, 375. $375,000 for a block reward. Is that not income? If you buy BTC, just the token, can you not get income? Yes, you can. You can deposit it in what? BlockFi, Celsius, using a third party to pay you more BTC. What is it? 5.5%, 6%? You got 2 Bitcoins. You're making $10,000 a year in income, approximately, maybe more. Is that not income? Does he understand DeFi? Does he even know what decentralized finance is? You can take your BTC, you can wrap it, and now you can mint your own interest and income. So, good Lord. These guys regularly appear on TV, promote themselves as financial gurus, financial wizards, and they refuse to do the work of the space that they're putting money in, that people entrusted in to manage. It just blows my mind. It really does. $2 billion this dude is managing. Not small chips. Not small chips indeed. So the less attention you pay to these personalities, these fake gurus, these fudus, and look, he may return you 10% a year, right? Or whatever. He may there was one other thing mentioned. He did mention that something that's good. It was, portfolio construction. How much exposure do you want to risk? So the risk profile of Bitcoin will change according to the time of the cycle and the price you're paying for it, obviously, right? $20,000 in 2021 is not $20,000. 2017, different complete risk profile, different market, different adoption, different wallets, etc. So that's why we do our research. We have to understand what time it is, what season it is. We have to understand the on-chain metrics. If you really want to deep dive and really want to put your own capital work, you better understand what the space is the environment, the risk profile, and the risk profile of BTC changes as the price goes up and down. I think I'm paused. What is going on? Let's see if I can speed things up on my computer. Hold on. I still got a blue screen, blue circle. There we go. What happened there? Hold on. There we go. Let's see if that improves things. So where are we? Let's pull up another BTC chart. Maybe it's CME closed. These part-time bankers don't want to work on the weekend. Why not? It's all run on computers, right? It's all run on computers. It's all run on algo trading. Why can't you be open on the weekend? Ridiculous. There we go. Good stuff here. We closed above this red line. well, we will if we close above 58,027. We are 58,432. Let's keep this pump going. Let's keep this pump going. Let's get that up to 64,829. Let's get it. Let's throw on some indicators for fun. Z's. Funsies. Okay, this is good as well. This does not mean it's overbought. This means I can kind of see what's happening. I can kind of envision these two K and D lines embedding. Yep. Yep. This high is taking out this high. Right? Is my computer paused again? What is going on? Either it's Chrome or either it's my computer. I may have to end this video early. Oh boy. Can you hear me? Okay, so yeah, I'll talk about embedding here. So 3 days. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, above 80, that's embedded. That's locked in trend, baby. If that continues for a week or so, what do you think the price will be? 75k? Yeah, it will be. Bitcoin can do that. 3-4 grand a day. Do the math. Shall we do the math together? Okay. 58,000. 58,500. Just doing 3% a day. 1.03 for a week. Times by 4, times by 5, times by 6, times by 7. So 58,000. What did I start with? I'm timesing it by 3% a day. 3% up moves for a week. 71,947. So there you have it. Bitcoin's about to go ham. Hope you're ready. Hope you're positioned. Understand the risks. You should be making your goals, right? Imagine if you had $1 million fully invested in Bitcoin right now. Is that a bad thing or is that a good thing? What's your risk profile? You've got to determine yourself how much tether you want to hold. It all changes, right? You know, if you've got $1 million in Bitcoin right now and it hits, what, 93? Sitting on, what, 1.7 million? Are you not going to take a little into tether in case it pulls back to 75? That's a big, deep correction. It could do that. Yeah, you got to do that yourself. You got to analyze your own portfolio, update it, rebase it, rebalance it, right? So yeah, my computer is really doing some crazy stuff. So I'm going to call the video. I think this is a good video. Follow me on YouTube. Sometimes I post other stuff that is not on Trading View. Follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I post some memes and yeah, have a bit of fun. On Medium as well. Sometimes I post articles, very rarely, but a couple of times a month I may do that. So yeah, follow me whenever you can, if you can. If you like what I say, you don't have to do anything. But I appreciate you guys. And also, like, some people reach out to me and ask me to do a chart for them, so I'll do a chart for them. I have no problem with that because we're all in the same space. We're all trying to make the same goals, right? Escaping dollar destruction, fiat destruction. In the West, especially, there's no jobs going on about unless you're in tech. And I'm not a tech guy, so I have to make my money elsewhere, right? Using the internet, but you're also basically using my brain, right? Working for myself. Been doing that for years now. So anyway, peace. I'm out. Saturday. I may do a video later. I may not. Bye.